let's focus a little bit on the Rams, too, before we play a game of take your pick focused on the two LA teams. Puka Nacua, who was a finalist for Offensive Rookie of the Year, who had a great season, great guy. Talked to him a couple of times last year, interviewed him at the Super Bowl. Very affable, very loose, very fun-loving, but also very productive on the football field. Here he is talking about his time last year with Cooper Kupp and the Rams' window to get back to a Super Bowl just 3 years after they got there and won it.
I'm probably around 210 right now, so just about 10 pounds. I feel a lot better. Like I've been training with Coop, so it's been good. He's in the revenge tour. He's been able to get like a healthy off season and stuff. Yeah. So he's back at it.
What do you think is the next thing y'all need? Because I mean, y'all took Detroit right down to the wire.
Yeah.
What do you think you guys need to improve next season?
Like we gotta take advantage of. I feel like the weapons we got. We got Matthew Stafford. We got Cooper Kupp. We got D-Rob. We signed back. Like we got guys
D-Rob.
like Tutu. We signed a tight end.
Parkinson.
Yep, Cody Parkinson. Like we got Kyron 2-3 in the back. Like we've got both our running backs back. Like I feel like we have an offense like who can be put up against like the Chiefs offense, the Super Bowl winners. Like I think we're up there with the 49ers where we played those guys.
Everything he says makes sense. They don't have Aaron Donald, though. That's a fairly significant departure as he retires from the game. But the Rams were far better last year than anyone expected them to be. They made a great turnaround from that disastrous 2022 post-Super Bowl season. And who knows? I mean, the Rams kind of fall into that category of who knows what they're going to be this year. There's no reason to think they won't be highly competitive. Injuries are always a big factor, especially with a team like that. I mean, if Matthew Stafford goes basically wire to wire. He didn't go full wire to wire last year, but the more he's available to play, the better off they're going to be. And how many more years does he have left? When do they transition to a new quarterback? I mean, the Rams, they've got some good pieces that have been there that might not be there much longer. They've got some good young pieces. This is all, every year is its own thing. Where do you get that sweet spot of the right mix of veteran talent, young talent, coaching, and it all comes together? You got the 49ers you have to deal with in your own division, but the conference itself, not like the AFC. There's an opportunity there for the Rams to get back to the postseason again in 2024, Miles.
Oh, absolutely. I think that they can. I mean, especially if, as Nacua just said in there, Cooper Kupp is on a revenge tour, right? I mean, he did not look himself, let's call it, last year, dealt with several injuries, but also, I mean, just the production just was not there. I mean, part of that was certainly Nakua's development and being such a good young receiver and a surprise, as he was a 5th round pick. But Cooper Kupp averaged just 60 yards per game in the games that he played last year. So even if you look at 2022, he was averaging about 90 yards per game, right? Now that's still off from that really incredible season that he had in 2021, where it was nearly 115 yards per game. But you go from 115 to about 60 in 2 years. That's a significant drop off. So that makes sense why Cooper Kupp is saying, hey, I'm going to be back this year. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to look more like me. I'm going to perform more like me. And if that's the case, then the Rams are going to be a tough out, especially offensively.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.